Right now, this morning, as new tariffs on China get ready to take effect, we'll take a closer look at the local impact. And a local company's mission to help people with disabilities work could bring home Wisconsin's top manufacturing honor.
Well, a cold start this early morning with the wind chill out there. We're also going to see local temperatures holding on into the 20s. More about that in just a moment.
This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter.
And I'm Mark Jarrett.
It is Tuesday, February 4th, a cold Tuesday in February, right?
Oh,
it's
man.
Our cold day today, huh?
Yes, it is. Believe it or not, though, we're going to get snow tomorrow, and it's going to be warmer.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the 30s. What's that all about? Crazy weather. All right, so we have dry January. Now it's going to be crazy Friday. All right, kind of like, well, we'll just leave that alone. Getting into windy conditions, a wintry mix coming in as well for tomorrow. We're going to hold on to those conditions possibly. Will we see the snow and ice? Well, we'll see the snow for sure, but the ice may get kind of pushed over a little bit to the east, but don't let your guard down just yet. Saturday, we've got more snow on the way. In fact, we're back in the mild, getting into snow returning, believe it or not, with more snow and in the mild for the second time this week. We get into next week, though, much colder with temperatures in the 20s and the teens. Cold conditions also with some cloudiness limited as well. We're also seeing all that cold air spilling in not only from the east, but also from the west and kind of drawing right down from the Twin Cities all the way through La Crosse and then heading on down. We'll also be seeing these winds continue, as you can see, pretty breezy right now, just for the local winds alone. And then we have the gust tracker carrying over to winds up to near 25 miles per hour. And then as we go through the 6 o'clock hour to 7 o'clock hour, these winds slowly begin to taper on down. Here's a look at the moisture that's still working its way a little bit closer to us. But for now, we're going to hold on to limited visibility as far as fog is concerned. We're looking at because of the wind. So fog is not an issue for this morning. But the wind chill, as you can see, will continue as we go right through the morning hours. And it's going to be pretty chilly. So bundle up the kiddos heading on out. Back to you, Alexandra.
Thank you, Art. President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu meet today in their first joint news conference since Trump's return to office. The meeting comes as the administration walks back tariffs on neighboring countries and uncertainty grips the agency handling U.S. foreign aid. CBS News' Naomi Ruckham breaks it down.
This morning, China announced tariffs against some U.S. energy and machinery exports in response to the president's 10% tariffs on Chinese goods. But the president's proposed 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico are now being paused for a month after leaders of both countries pledged to beef up security at shared borders to stop the flow of illegal drugs and migrants. Mexico plans to send 10,000 troops to the southern border. Canada has also vowed to build a task force to help fight border crime and to appoint a fentanyl czar. On social media, President Trump said he is, quote, very pleased with this initial outcome.
We have to stop fentanyl from coming in, whether I like somebody or not, and we have to stop the illegal aliens from coming in.
Meanwhile, there's uncertainty at the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, after Trump's Department of Government Efficiency head, Elon Musk, moved to dismantle it in his quest to rein in government spending. Today, offices are closed. CBS News has learned that hundreds of contractors have been placed on administrative leave.
USAID was established by an act of Congress, and it can only be disbanded by an act of Congress.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio has been named acting director, and sources say some of USAID's functions could be absorbed into the State Department.
President Trump says he does plan to speak with China's president soon, with that country's tariffs set to take effect next week. Meanwhile, multiple sources tell CBS News the president is considering an executive order to dismantle the Department of Education and move some of its functions to other parts of the government. Eliminating the entire department requires an act of Congress. And happening today, the Senate will vote on two of President Trump's most disputed cabinet picks. Trump's Health and Human Services nominee, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., facing scrutiny over his anti-vaccine stance during the pandemic. And Trump's intelligence director choice, Tulsi Gabbard, draws criticism for her meeting with Syria's dictator Assad, position on Ukraine, and support for pardoning Edward Snowden.
I believe she's committed to strengthening our national security. And I questioned her extensively about her views on Edward Snowden, and I am now satisfied that she will not seek in any way.
RFK Jr.'s vote set for 9 a.m. Gabbard's is set for 1. Immigrant advocates are suing the Trump administration over its U.S.-Mexico border shutdown to asylum seekers. The lawsuit challenges Trump's use of Immigration and Nationality Act powers, arguing he can't expel non-citizens already inside the country. The move follows last month's effective suspension of asylum law. While not seeking immediate court intervention, the ACLU says Trump's actions bypass congressional authority. La Crosse Mayor Mitch Reynolds says federal dollars remain crucial for city projects, from small business support to road repairs. Reynolds warns any future federal funding cuts would directly impact local development. This as another federal judge moves to keep blocking President Trump's attempted funding freeze.
Pause in that funding, or even ending it entirely, will definitely create an impact locally in the services we're able to provide. Now, we're going to address these issues as they come up, and we're on it, but there are real threats to quality of life that can occur when federal funding streams get disrupted.
Many Head Start programs in the state say they are unable to access their needed funds for childcare. Some say they're uncertain if they can stay open. Salvage operations continue this morning near Reagan National Airport following last week's deadly midair collision. Crews lifted the engine belonging to the American Airlines plane from the Potomac River yesterday, along with the aircraft's fuselage. Officials say they paused the salvage operation several times after finding more human remains.
Every day we set a goal for what we're trying to accomplish. Our goal for today was to get to the engine, the fuselage, and the wing, and we're going to be successful by the end of the day. Our goal for tomorrow, based on the reduced timeline and the environmental conditions, is the cockpit, and we equally think we're going to be successful.
67 people were killed when the American Airlines flight collided into an Army Black Hawk helicopter last Wednesday. A victim from last month's Rose Street fire has died. La Crosse firefighters say they found the person inside of a home on the 1700 block during the January 24th blaze. The department confirming that death yesterday. The victim's name is being withheld as investigators work to determine the cause. And the man charged in the Dodge Inn fatal stabbing faces a competency hearing today. Police say 44-year-old Anthony Jackson killed Alex Graff after mistakenly thinking the 31-year-old was laughing at him. The unprovoked attack happened, police say, while Graff played pool. The two men were strangers. Jackson faces first-degree intentional homicide charges. A Wisconsin man is facing charges for impersonating a Border Patrol agent. Police say he stopped at 2 different police scenes and showed officers fake credentials. He told police he imitated a border agent because he wants to be one. James Stratton reports.
Muskego police are helping a teen driver who hit a deer late last month when this man pulls up.
Who are you? I'm confused.
The officer confused to see what looks to be a Border Patrol agent at the scene.
I don't think I've ever seen a green vest in Muskego.
The man, later identified as Hank Glenbin, shows her an ID card that police say stated Department of Homeland Security with his photo, then helping her pull the deer farther into the ditch. Court records show he asked her about hanging out sometime, which she declined. Later, prosecutors say he showed up to the Muskego Police Department asking for the officer's name. Police questioned if he was a Border Patrol agent, saying his uniform did not match. 4 days later, in New Berlin, police say he pulled up to a traffic stop in that city, asking if they needed help. U.S. Customs and Border Protection told police Glenbin is not an agent, and the agency was aware he was impersonating them. Police shared this Facebook post with a caption, quote, "Not afraid to take a stand." New Berlin police later arrested him, saying he had a hat stating U.S. Border Patrol, a green tactical vest with a Border Patrol patch, handcuffs, and a handgun on his hip. A search of his house on West Sun Valley Drive near South Sunny Slope Road late Thursday night resulted in a call to the bomb squad.
We might have a live mortar from the military at the residence.
Police determined they were replicas. Glenbin, police say, admitted he wasn't an agent and he created the fake ID online.
Wow, some bold moves there. The man is out on jail on a signature bond and has a court hearing next week. And if you get a call from someone claiming to be a Chippewa Falls police officer about missed jury duty, hang up. That is the word from police this morning. They say scammers are impersonating them, trying to steal personal information. Remember, real police will never ask for your social security or credit card details by phone. If you've gotten one of these calls, report it at the number on your screen. And in-person absentee voting for the February 18th primary starts today. La Crosse voters can cast your ballots at City Hall from 8:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. That is. Early voting will end on February 14th with Election Day, February 18th. Early voting set to look different in Eau Claire. The city is shifting back to pre-pandemic rules. Early in-person voting will now be in the elections office, not the drive-thru. Voters can stop by City Hall Monday through Friday from 9 to 4 to cast your ballot. La Crosse's Planning Commission is looking to build more housing along Highway 16. The proposal includes building 6 condos along a frontage road that would be between the buildings that house Burn Boot Camp to the south and Applause Dance Academy to the north. Common Council's vote on the housing has been delayed for 30 days. New this morning, a Viroqua company helping people with disabilities now up for Wisconsin's Top Manufacturing Award. VARC has been named a finalist for Manufacturer of the Year. They operate facilities across Wisconsin, including here in La Crosse and others across our area. They make everything from medical devices to food packaging. More than 1,000 people with disabilities work there, training for careers at VARC and beyond. Winners will be announced February 20th in Milwaukee. The time now is 6:10. Still ahead on your morning news. Ontario putting an end to working with Elon Musk. We'll tell you why. Super Bowl ticket resale prices are going down, and Gerber recalling a teething stick. We'll tell you those details. And the tariffs on China are set to go into effect next week. Coming up, we'll take a look at what this means for us here locally. And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Time to thank those who deliver for us, rain or shine. Today is National Mail Carrier Day, recognizing the dedicated workers who've kept America connected for nearly 250 years. Whether it's a simple thank you or keeping Fido away from the mailbox, they'll appreciate that. There are plenty of ways to show your carrier some appreciation today. Thank you to all of you mail carriers out there. And as you start to wake up this morning, leaving with a quick wake-up call with this city that has the same area code as the International Space Station. That is Houston, Texas. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is coming up.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Are you ready for college but don't know where to start? CVTC's Fast Pass on Thursday, January 9th in Eau Claire and River Falls will help you take your next step. In just 90 minutes, apply, enroll, and explore financial aid. Apply for free at the event and get entered to win a $500 scholarship. Start your future with flexible, hands-on programs that will help you get to a career you love. Register today at cvtc.edu/fastpass.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
The La Crosse Sports Show is back February 6th through 9th.
Be amazed by Sarah Twister, the incredible performer who balances on her arms while shooting a bow and arrow with her feet.
Get grilling tips from Mad Dog and Merrill.
Learn from top fishing and hunting pros with live demos and expert discussions.
Plus, feed parakeets, try your luck in the trout pond,
and get your trophy rack scored for free.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
February 6th through 9th at the La Crosse Center.
Your ticket to outdoor adventure awaits at lacrossesportshow.com.
As head of criminal appeals, Susan Crawford had one job: keep a convicted rapist behind bars. Yet Crawford didn't bother filing the appeal in time, letting the rapist walk free The victim, already scarred beyond measure, called Crawford's negligence utterly disgusting. Traumatized by Crawford's disregard for justice, her criminal coddling record is an injustice to us all.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Well, happy Tuesday and welcome back. On to your local temperatures here. You can see we're looking at Eau Claire at -1, -5 in Ladysmith. Over in La Crosse, 5 degrees, picking up at least 7 in Sparta, down to 14 or so in Prairie du Chien, looking at 15 over in Boscobel. We'll carry over into the feels-like temperature, though, -16 in Eau Claire. We have a bit of a wind chill going on right now. -14 in La Crosse. Yikes. And then we get into -10 as we go into Viroqua, or at least 1 degree as we go into Prairie du Chien. We're also looking at La Crosse with increasing clouds through the morning hours and into the afternoon, possibly cloudy conditions leading into the late afternoon. In Eau Claire, you're going to get to a start a little bit sooner. Late morning going into the early afternoon with cloudy conditions, temperatures holding on to minus numbers, holding on to single digits right into about 10 degrees for your high today. We'll also look at the highs for everybody else, though. We're looking at 12 degrees for Eau Claire. Eau Claire, colder than Ladysmith is something I've not seen before, and also getting into 19 degrees in La Crosse. We're holding on to more of those 20s toward areas by New Albany as well as Lansing, and 22 in Prairie du Chien, 21 in Lafarge, and over in portions of Sparta and in Black River Falls, you're in the teens. Holding on to Wednesday, mild conditions come in, but we have a wintry mix in the forecast. Saturday, we have more snow returning, yet mild conditions will in store, again, with temperatures possibly near into the 30s. How about this, though? Next week, we're going to be much colder with temperatures running in the 20s and the teens. When I come back, I'll give you a better overview how all that will look for you, so please stick around.
The fallout from President Trump's tariff plans continues to shift, with Mexico and Canada now getting a 30-day pause. But what happens to your wallet when that grace period ends? News 8 Now's Grace Monk breaks down the impact.
Mexico and Canada are Wisconsin's largest trade partners.
Tariff of this magnitude, it's not just how high it is how broad it is, that it is on everything. It's not just on a certain industry, on a certain good that you're trying to protect. It's all across border.
Wisconsinites can expect tariffs to increase the price of gas and oil.
One of the things that across America will be felt is that fuel prices are going to be higher. The tariff on fuel are a little less, about 10% rather than the 25% that is on all other things.
As well as cars, plastic goods, housing, and produce.
I think about 50% of U.S. Vegetables are actually produced and imported from Mexico, and that just hits American consumers right away with higher tariff. That just means you're going to pay more for your tomatoes, you're going to pay more for your avocados.
Once tariffs go into effect, prices are expected to rise quickly.
I think American consumers will feel it a little bit faster this time compared to, say, even the China time, where they were targeted in certain like electronic industries or the industries that were considered to be important for national security. This is fruit and vegetable industry. They're not important for national security. I will buy them every day.
The plan could impact Wisconsin's economy.
Dairy products, for instance, is one of the big things that we sell a lot to Canada, we sell to Mexico, and that could now the farmers might have a harder time to sell their products abroad for the same reason that now their product look more expensive to Mexicans and Canadians than they used to.
And job sector.
If you're an American manufacturer and you're putting some of your assembly is happening in Mexico, but most of your operations in the U.S., the question is, should I bring it back to the U.S. or should I not? And that uncertainty always hurts businesses, not knowing what to do.
Grace Monk, News 8 Now this morning.
And Ontario ripping up its $100 million Starlink deal in retaliation for those U.S. tariffs. Premier Doug Ford cancels the rural internet contract with Elon Musk company, calling the trade moves illegal and inflationary. He's now banning all American companies from provincial contracts, a move he says will cost U.S. businesses billions in revenue. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at the Caesars Superdome. Wow, said that real Wisconsin, in New Orleans on Sunday. Football fans apparently aren't that excited to spend big bucks for tickets. Surprise, surprise. The cheapest ticket for the Super Bowl now fallen below $4,000 on the resale market. That is down 30% over the past week and more than 50% cheaper compared to last year. And parents, check your teething products. Gerber is recalling all Soothe and Chew teething sticks. You see them here after multiple choking incidents. The FDA warns these sticks, sold both online and in stores across the country, pose a serious choking risk to babies. If you have them, return them or throw them out. That was a look at your morning consumer news. We will send it over now to News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett. He has a look at our weather.
All right, Alexander, as we go into it, this is what I've got going here for you. We've got nothing really happening today. We've got some colder air coming in from Canada. That continues to drop on top of us. You can see it coming in from the east. You can also see it coming in from the west as well, kind of working into the forecast and then kind of curving down into the state a little bit here. All right, so that being said, we've got colder conditions with a nice little wind chill. Wednesday, we've got a wintry mix coming in with milder conditions. Believe it or not, Wednesday is going to be warmer and it has snow. I'm scratching my head on that one. Saturday, we're looking at mild, yet snow is on the way here again. And of course, we'll also hold on to a colder week coming in for next week. That being said, let's take a gander at what I've got going on for you. As we go through the day today, we're going to finish out going to the 6 o'clock hour with increasing clouds, 7 o'clock all the way into 9 o'clock. These clouds will continue to increase. Now, up to the north, once you get into the noon hour, so La Crosse, or I should say Eau Claire, is already going to be picking up at least mostly cloudy to cloudy skies. We, on the other hand, will start to go into the 3 o'clock hour, getting into mostly cloudy to cloudy skies in the forecast. Highs today between 12, you can see there, all the way down to about 23 degrees. And it's going to feel about 5 to about maybe 9 degrees colder on your skin, believe it or not. We'll go right back into the 4 o'clock hour. Going into your evening commute, you're looking at conditions to continue to increase. The winds will pick up later on tonight, though, and then eventually it'll be breezy tomorrow morning. Hey, highs for Tuesday today, we're looking at it again, as I mentioned, 13 to about maybe 22, 23 degrees. We've got the increasing clouds. As we go into tomorrow, though, take a look here. We start out a little bit less than the cloud cover as we go into the noon hour tomorrow, but snow starts to come up from the southwest and then continues to drive right into our area slowly but surely by 3 o'clock. So these hours continue to tick off as we go right into the afternoon and evening commute. We're still seeing the snow over portions of La Crosse extending to Eau Claire back towards Ladysmith, and that continues to move through the air once we get into the midnight hour as well. That continues on with another batch of that snow kind of tracking here locally. Now, where's the ice? Where's the mix of freezing rain and drizzle? Right now, it looks like it may swirl over towards Madison, and we could be spared that, but we'll keep an eye on that. As we finish out with most of the zone activity here, you can see all the way down to the south zone in the 20s today. Back up into the central zone, we are here in the teens, and then carrying back up to the north, you're going to hold on to conditions to be in the teens as well, finishing out with everybody increasing in clouds. So once again, we get into tomorrow, we're looking at that rain and snow mix possibly kind of moving in. It starts off with snow, then that rain snow mix is on way back there, and it was going to swing right over La Crosse, but you see it farther down to the south. So we could see it here in La Crosse extending all the way down towards Davenport and Prairie du Chien, and then finishing out the day as we go into 8 o'clock in the morning, we should be done. Highs for Wednesday, you're looking at least maybe 25 to about 33 degrees, and that's a look at that forecast there. But as far as the snow is concerned, by 5 o'clock all the way into the 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, you're looking at maybe 2 to 4 inches of snow, possibly 1 for us to maybe 2. This will continue on, and you can see as we get into Saturday, more snow is on the way. But take a look at this real quick. 19 degrees today, 32 degrees tomorrow, and then milder conditions continue for Thursday and Friday, colder conditions for next week.
All right, who keeps wishing all the snow away? I just want to talk. Coming up, a groundbreaking study that could change how we prevent brain disease, and it starts before symptoms even appear. We'll have those details after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in sports, we've got some high school basketball games. The Aquinas Blue Golds were going for their 15th straight win. See if they got the job done coming up in the morning blitz.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Attention business owners. Start 2025 confidently with Your Choice Roofing, your trusted partner for commercial roofing solutions. Our expert craftsmanship and premium materials ensure a roof that stands the test of time. Don't wait. Our schedule is filling up fast. Get ahead of the rush and secure your spot now to protect your building and your bottom line. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today to get started.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it is showing some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. We have been improving your family's camper since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
At Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, we know children, which is why we strive to make every visit to the dentist a positive experience. Our gentle, friendly approach is why we've been providing care for over 25 years. Whether it's routine cleanings, sealants, fluoride, or cavities and crowns, we have the gentle hands to make your children comfortable. At Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, we are here to help your children start a lifetime of healthy dental habits.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shells in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. We had a couple of high school games on the slate last night. One of those including the Aquinas girls, who are riding a 14-game win streak. Let's go to Luther High School, where the Knights were hoping to take down the Blue Golds. Aquinas jumping out in front early. Ava Fernholz, nice pass to Eva Willenbring, who knocks down the three. Knights keeping pace. Macy Neumeister, nice crossover, uses the left hand for the finish. And then later, Neumeister, pull-up jumper, knocks it down for two more. She was rolling. But Samantha Davis was also rolling for the Blue Golds. In transition, gets the pass and the finish. And then later, dribble, pull up for the mid-range, nothing but net. Blue Golds make it 15 straight, 55-36 the final. Over in Bangor, the Cardinals were hosting the Arcadia Raiders. Right off the bat, Declan G with the three. He's not messing around. Arcadia in front. Brody Edwards would answer back with a three of his own, showing he's not going anywhere. Bangor right back in it, but the Raiders would start to take control. Ted Teskey with the steal, runs down the court, gets it on the second time for the deuce, telling his teammates, my bad. Cardinals trying to fight back. Brock Boers drives through the lane for the layup, but Arcadia, they would hold on for the win 67-46. Next stop down in Hillsboro as the Tigers were hosting Lafarge. Up first on the fast break, Quinn Shader. Euro steps his way into the paint and the finish to put his squad up 13. Later in the half, the Rock finds Miles Ravenscroft as he puts himself in park at the elbow, nails the mid-range J, and then Reed Urban gets in the post, gets a little shove there, enough for a foul, and count it. Tigers up big, and there was no stopping after that. Hillsboro gets the convincing win, 76-39. Bucks were in action last night, but no Giannis, Dame, or Chris Middleton as they faced the Thunder, and this one got ugly. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the kick out to Lou Dort. He knocks down the three, OKC in front. Then in the second quarter, 23-point game, SGA finds Isaiah Joe, another three ball. This one was all OKC, 125-96. And then in Minnesota, the Timberwolves dropped their second straight game to the Sacramento Kings, 116-114 the final. Naz Reid led the way with 30 points, but it wasn't enough as Minnesota falls to 27 and 23 on the season. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
T-Mobile is very reliable.
It's always nice to know that T-Mobile has us covered.
I love the fact that my family and I, we can stay connected just about anywhere we want to go.
My network is my lifeline.
T-Mobile keeps you connected on America's largest and fastest 5G network. And right now, get 4 free smartphones and 4 lines for $25 per line when you switch.
It's better over here. The La Crosse Sports Show is back February 6th through 9th.
Shop the latest gear and explore a massive selection of boats, docks, lifts, ATVs, RVs, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and more.
Save big with exclusive show-only pricing. Grab cash and carry items to take home and enjoy family-friendly entertainment.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
If there's too much to see, come back a second day for free.
February 6th through 9th at the La Crosse Center.
Your ticket to outdoor adventure awaits at lacrossesportshow.com.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you see discoloration or damaged wood here, that can mean rotted materials here. Cheap repairs or inserts can cause bigger problems fast. You need a trusted window company to replace the window and fix the surrounding materials correctly. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Buy one window, get 50% off your second window. Choose Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions or something less.
Spend $4.99, pay nothing down, nothing for sales tax, nothing for shipping at Home Furniture.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through all of February. We'll announce all of the winners on April 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. A disturbing discovery in brain research. Scientists find the equivalent of a plastic spoon in nanoplastic particles inside of human brains. Samples from last year showed a 50% jump in those particles compared to just 2016. While researchers link plastics to health risks, some experts question whether these brain deposits actually cause harm. Scientists continue studying if these particles simply pass through or build up and cause disease, but they recommend limiting your plastic exposure. Millions of Americans have brain diseases and disorders. What causes them and how you can prevent them is still unknown in many cases, as much of the research has been focused on patients after diagnosis. But a large brain study happening now is aimed at changing that. Mandy Gaither explains.
It includes Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, strokes, and epilepsy. Brain diseases and disorders affect so many people, but researchers say right now the root cause of many of them is still not fully understood.
Therefore, we cannot come up with any therapeutic or any treatment for most of the neurodegenerative disorders.
That's why Dr. Ahmad Najm and his team at Cleveland Clinic launched a large-scale brain study 3 years ago, hoping to not only help treat these diseases after diagnosis, but also to potentially prevent them altogether.
We are looking at the body and the brain before the disease happens. And this is what we call the silent phase.
During that phase, Najm says changes in the brain begin to happen years before symptoms start. For this study, researchers have enrolled nearly 3,600 healthy adults. Participants are age 50 and older with no known neurological disorder, or a healthy adult age 20 and above who have a family history of multiple sclerosis. They'll undergo testing and be monitored over the course of 20 years.
The ultimate hope is to find out what we call therapeutic biomarker. One of these changes could be a target of development of a new medication or repurposing of a medication that's already approved.
Researchers say many neurological diseases are similar in traits and patterns. That's why they're hoping this study will help uncover ways to prevent multiple illnesses. To learn more about the study or see if you're eligible to participate, you can check out the Cleveland Clinic Brain Study website. And the Chippewa County Jail now offering 24/7 access to free health supplies through a new public kiosk. The Department of Public Health installed the station to provide things like Narcan, drug testing kits, safer sex supplies, and feminine hygiene products to anyone who needs them. Your next drink of water could come from new pipes in Viroqua. The city is seeking state funding to replace aging water mains. The DNR's Safe Drinking Water Loan Program is reviewing the project. If you'd like to weigh in, you have until February 19th to submit your comments to the DNR. And talk about a comeback. America's bald eagle has gone from endangered to soaring high, with more than 316,000 now ruling our skies. Conservation groups and zoos helped bring these majestic birds, there's one of them, back from the edge of extinction, with rescues like Freedom at a New Jersey zoo leading the way.
So Freedom is a rescued bald eagle. All bald eagles in zoos are rescues, and he has a really cool story because it was actually a military a veteran who was a sharpshooter in the military who was able to shoot through the rope and free Freedom. So yeah, he has a cool story.
New Jersey recently became the latest state to delist the bald eagle as endangered, citing a remarkable comeback for the birds associated with strength and independence. Welding is a popular skill, and yesterday students at Westby High got a lesson in it. Wyoming Welding Academy showed 40 students what these in-demand jobs look like. The demo also highlighted other trades experiencing worker shortages.
It's important to understand for our kids that there's possibilities outside of your traditional school path. So, we do a great job of offering a little bit to all of our kids. And I kind of like the idea that if we can change our kids' world, maybe they can change the world we all live in.
And he's hoping to get the students in front of as many professionals as possible. The Brewers are bringing facial recognition to American Family Field. A new system will let fans skip the phone scan and walk right through the gates using cameras that match faces to the MLB Ballpark app. Milwaukee joins just 8 other teams adopting this high-tech entry. Now we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He has a look at our morning commute.
All right, how about a cold morning commute to start out your day today? Getting into local temperatures, we're known about 5 degrees for La Crosse, 6 degrees in Viroqua, Sparta at 5, Black River Falls at 4 with Eau Claire at -1. We'll hold on to feels like temperatures, -16 in Eau Claire, -11 as you get into Black River Falls, La Crosse at -14, picking up Sparta at -11, -11 for Viroqua as well, and at 0 degrees right now for Prairie du Chien. Look at the clouds on the increase as we go through the day today. You're also going to see the wind chill factor down along there in the blue right there, holding on to increasing clouds to the late afternoon hours for us here. But Eau Claire may get it a little bit sooner, going to the 10 o'clock hour with mostly cloudy to cloudier conditions in the forecast, and that remains for the better part of the day. That's why you're only getting up to at least about maybe 10 to about 12 degrees for your high today. Everybody else, though, you're looking at that high for Eau Claire, 12 degrees there, La Crosse at 19, 21 in Lansing, 23 in Prairie du Chien. And of course, the wind chill that still remains will probably make it feel about 5 to maybe at least 10 degrees colder on your skin. How about this, though? Off to school for the kids, you're looking at across 6 degrees at 7 o'clock. Breezy conditions under mostly sunny skies. Heading home, though, 19 degrees for you with clouds on the increase. Eau Claire at -2, getting into a wind chill. We'll also see as we finish out for the day, 18 possibly, maybe a wee bit colder for the day. You've got rain and snow coming back again as we go right into Wednesday. We'll talk about that when I return. All right.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Brantley is turning 8. He loves to play with Legos and go camping and go on golf cart rides.
And Jason's turning 38. He enjoys spending time with his friends and his family.
Hey, if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 18 years, 80 or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com. Look for the Submit Pictures button. Coming up, if you want to meet your Valentine before the 14th, this weekend's local event is playing Cupid with a modern twist. We've got all the details just ahead.
Dreaming of a career but worried about time and cost? At CVTC, we make it easy. With low tuition costs and a wide variety of programs to choose from, we'll get you job ready in just 1 to 2 years. You'll graduate with minimal debt and find a career you love with competitive starting salaries. Dive into your future today with affordable, fast, and rewarding programs at CVTC. Visit cvtc.edu to learn more.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you spend $75 on Purina dog food, cat food, litter, and treats. Live your best lives together with quality nutrition and supplies from Purina.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Attention business owners. Start 2025 confidently with Your Choice Roofing, your trusted partner for commercial roofing solutions. Our expert craftsmanship and premium materials ensure a roof that stands the test of time. Don't wait. Our schedule is filling up fast. Get ahead of the rush and secure your spot now to protect your building and your bottom line. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today to get started.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice to be greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Yeah, I joke, my ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So something I'd been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I had spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen, and glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
As head of criminal appeals, Susan Crawford had one job: keep a convicted rapist behind bars. Yet Crawford didn't bother filing the appeal in time, letting the rapist walk free. The victim, already scarred beyond measure, called Crawford's negligence utterly disgusting. Re-traumatized by Crawford's disregard for justice, her criminal coddling record is an injustice to us all.
Welcome back. Let's take a look into Wednesday here as we get into the possibility of a wintry mix. Still holding on to the forecast, so don't let your guard down. Getting into Saturday, we have mild conditions, yet snow is going to return. Next week, though, it's going to be much colder on your skin. It's going to be 20s in the teens out there. Holding on to this morning, though, we'll have increasing clouds through the day. As we go right into it, we'll see the late morning hours getting into at least cloudier skies for Eau Claire. Then we'll see cloudier skies coming back in about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour, popping into our picture. Highs today looking at 11 to about 23 degrees. We'll get into it here. As you can see, those highs, as I mentioned before, for everybody else that's in there. 16 degrees for Black River Falls, 19 for La Crosse, 21 for Lansing, getting into Boston about 24 degrees, possibly, believe it or not. Then by Wednesday, we're looking at maybe 26. This continues to keep flexing. We have 23 over in Medford, down to 33 degrees to 34 as you go from Prairie du Chien to Boscobel. Here's that snow, looking at it right here, but I want to also carry your attention down to the south in just a moment here. Take a look. You've got a mix of rain and snow trying to head towards the Mississippi River. But then down to the south, you see as you go south of Dubuque, you're looking at a rain-snow mix there. So that still means we get to have a little bit of rain and snow over La Crosse. You just don't see it just yet, and continuing on and out and done by about 8 o'clock in the morning. That being said, we get into it here. You can see that rain and snow coming in for Wednesday, coming into the afternoon and carrying right through the afternoon and into the evening commute from La Crosse all the way to Eau Claire. So it's along I-90 to I-94 and continuing all the way up to Ladysmith and beyond. And that continues up there all the way up into, was it 24, 29? We'll also be looking as we finish out the day in the morning, that snow is gone. So we carry over from the southwest, getting that snow all the way to the 5 o'clock hour. We're looking at possibly all the way into the morning for Thursday, possibly 1 to 2 inches of snow, maybe up to 2 to 4 inches as you go farther north along I-94 and continuing on with some isolated areas, possibly between 4 and 8. That's because this is lingering for so long. We'll go into the other day here, coming into Wednesday, going into Thursday. You've got that snow kicking out. And as we go right into Friday, going into Saturday, you see that snow possibly coming in for Saturday, kicking in maybe a mix of snow down towards Chicago. But we're looking at more snow into the forecast and continuing on as we go through the next few days. We're looking at conditions to be like this: 19 today, 13 for tomorrow, but we have at least 32, I should say, tomorrow, with a 60% chance of rain and snow mix. We'll go into at least milder conditions for Thursday and Friday, with a 70% chance of snow on the way again. And that snow will linger, as I mentioned before, into the areas into Sunday, and then drier conditions going into Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday as well.
All right, Art, thank you. Well, Valentine's Day, of course, just around the corner. If you're tired of swiping right, this weekend could change your love story. A local speed dating event is bringing singles together face-to-face just in time for Cupid's big day. We're going to learn more about that now with someone from Scentsy. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So Scentsy is the brand hosting this, and it is a Scentsy singles speed dating event. What should we know about that?
Yes, so Scentsy is a local THC beverage brand, and one of our main missions is really bringing alcohol alternatives to social settings, and that is exactly what we're doing here with Scentsy Singles Speed Dating. We're putting on a speed dating event that we wanted to do something fun and different in the area, and something that just brings everyone offline and in person. So that's what we're doing here.
Okay, very cool.
First of all, swiping right and Valentine's Day should not go in the same sentence. I mean, that's something else. All right, so what do we have to expect for this? What's going on?
So basically, it's going to take place at Free Range Exchange this Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. And our Scentsy Singles will be able to go on 5-minute speed dates with each other, and at the end of those 5 minutes, they'll be able to mark off on their match sheet if they believe it's a potential match or not.
Okay, and we've got that information up there. So tickets are $20. Do people need to sign up in advance, or can they just show up? What do you recommend there?
Yes, definitely sign up ahead of time. We have only certain spots available. Our male tickets for men are actually sold out now, so we only have a few left for females. So definitely jump on it while you can.
Okay, interesting there. The men are getting ahead of it this year.
Recommendations for that 5 minutes or 5 seconds, whatever it is, to get down. What do you say? What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, have a good question ready for sure. It is only 5 minutes. I think of something like, what's your favorite thing to do on a Sunday, or what do you like to do for fun? But we'll also have icebreakers on the table as well, just in case.
Okay, great.
And the cost on that?
So cost is $20 per ticket, and that also includes a Scentsy beverage of choice and a light bite from Free Range Exchange.
Okay, great. And so it is dubbed a spiritless social experience, which is in line with your brand. What can you tell us more about that?
Exactly. So like I said, alcohol alternatives, social settings, THC in social settings is really something that's new and evolving, and this is just another way that we wanted to make that happen here in the La Crosse community.
Yeah, something to take the edge off a little bit, right?
Yeah, totally. But without the alcohol, we're out of dry January, but so many people are still finding ways to cut out alcohol, and this is just another way to do that.
Have a nice cup of soup.
Right?
Some warm
soup and Scentsy.
Yeah, there you go. That'll be your next event.
Right.
Why would you encourage, some singles out there to attend something like this?
Because it is different. It's fun. It's a new year, and again, everything nowadays is all online through the apps and through social media, and you really miss out on that in-person connection. So this is just another way to get people offline and in person.
Yeah, something new to try. And where can people go to learn more about Scentsy and other events and stuff you guys have going on?
Yeah, so Scentsy Singles has their own social media, so you can find us at Scentsy Singles on Instagram. And then Scentsy, our THC beverage brand, also on Instagram, Scentsy.hi. But I'm sure you guys will have all of that linked as well.
Yeah, we will. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here to tell us about the event. Sounds like a great time.
Yes, thanks for having us, and I hope to see everyone there.
No problem. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Coming up on CBS Morning Super Bowl week, it's officially underway with a lead up to this weekend's big game in New Orleans. We'll take a look at yesterday's always entertaining media day. They always have fun there. And how the city's gearing up for the matchup. Plus, iconic chef and TV personality Alton Brown. He's in studio today to talk about his new book. It's called Food for Thought. And we're sitting down with a true power couple. Philanthropist and filmmaker Nicole Avant and her husband, Netflix co-CEO, that's Ted Sarandos. We'll talk about Avant's memoir and how writing her family history helped turn pain into purpose. We'll see you 7 o'clock on the dot.
Get this stylish sofa for just $295. Get up to 60% off list during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland. Gather around this 7-piece dining set, just $499. You'll get the best deals. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you feel colder drafts here, you have gaps, worn seals, or even cracks here, you need a trusted window company to replace the window and help you save money on your energy bill. At Clear Choice, we know that your home is your biggest investment, and in a year like this, every dollar needs to be spent wisely. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Buy one window, get 50% off your second window.
Attention! If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 715-469-6907. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 715-469-6907. Again, that's 715-469-6907.
The huge President's Sale at Slumberland. Get a Sealy Queen for just $399. Shop America's favorite sleep brands with a 365-night sleep guarantee. Up to 60% off right now during the President's Sale at Slumberland.
Yes!
We're feeling February. This is getting good. Feel the excitement. Feel the love. And feel inspired.
We're just humans helping humans. So we gotta help pull each other through these times.
Plus, unforgettable celebrity guests. And
we should all go through a spirit tunnel.
Watch to win your own spirit tunnel experience. All of this joy all month on The Jennifer Hudson Show.
Come and see me.
Weekdays at 4 on News 8.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories because we, like you, expect more.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. Mexico and Canada getting a 30-day tariff pause, but China faces Trump's trade penalties next week. The impact hits close to home. Our state's biggest trading partners could soon face taxes that drive up the prices on everything from gas to groceries. A UWL economist warns those increases could start immediately, with Canadian lumber tariffs potentially pushing housing costs even higher.
I think American consumers will feel it a little bit faster this time compared to, say, even the China time where they were targeted in certain like electronic industries or, the industries that were considered to be important for national security. This is fruit and vegetable industry. They're not important for national security. I will buy them every day.
The Budget Lab at Yale University estimates Trump's tariffs would cost the average American household between $1,000 to $2,000 extra a year. President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu holding a joint press conference today. They are set to discuss the ongoing crisis in the Middle East. The man charged in the Dodgen fatal stabbing faces a competency hearing today. Police say 44-year-old Anthony Jackson killed Alex Graff after mistakenly thinking the 31-year-old was laughing at him. The unprovoked attack happened while Graff played pool. The two men were strangers. Jackson faces first-degree intentional homicide charges. Also happening today, in-person absentee voting begins. La Crosse voters can cast your absentee ballots at City Hall from 8:30 to 4. Early voting ends February 14th. Election day is February 18th. Early voting will look different in Eau Claire. The city is shifting back to pre-pandemic rules. That means they are no longer using drive-through voting. You can stop by City Hall Monday through Friday from 9 to 4. Police in Chippewa Falls are warning of a new phone scam. On Facebook, they say that scammers are posing as police officers and asking for personal information, saying that you missed jury duty. Police tell you to hang up if you receive one of these calls. And welding is a popular skill, and students at Westby are getting a lesson in it. Wyoming Welding Academy showed 40 students what these in-demand jobs look like. The demo also highlighted other trades experiencing worker shortages.
It's important to understand for our kids that there's possibilities outside of your traditional school path. So we do a great job of offering a little bit to all of our kids, and I kind of like the idea that if we can change our kids' world, maybe they can change the world we all live in.
He's hoping to get students in front of as many professionals as possible. New this morning, a Viroqua company helping people with disabilities now up for Wisconsin's Top Manufacturing Award. VARC has been named a finalist for Manufacturer of the Year. They operate facilities across the state, including here in La Crosse, making everything from medical devices to food packaging. They also employ and train more than 1,000 people with disabilities. The winners will be announced February 20th in Milwaukee.
Well, we have cold conditions this early morning, and we'll have quiet conditions in the afternoon as those winds subside. We're looking at more of the possibility of a mix of rain and snow for tomorrow. It's about a 60% chance with temperatures in the 30s and the 20s. How about this, though? Drier for Thursday going into Friday, but we're holding on to mild conditions still. Next week, though, as we get into, well, I should say in the weekend, we have snow coming in for Saturday, and then next week we are looking at colder conditions on the way with 20s and teens.
Well, Copenhagen found the sweetest way to motivate marathon runners. Here it is. Take 100 lucky runners got to taste Denmark's beloved pastries at 10 bakery stops along their marathon route. 8,000 people tried to join the delicious race, featuring the traditional holiday treat, proving sometimes the best carb loading happens during the run. It does look good. I just can't imagine eating eight different bakeries and trying to run a marathon.
Trying to run a marathon.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty hard. But
the only thing is, that's good. That's the only.
That's the only bit of Dutch that you know.
I know. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for starting your morning with us. We will see you back here at noon.